Stacy Madrid. Today is March 17, 2019, and I will be discussing histology. I will be discussing the four types of tissues found within the human body, their structure, function, and where they are located within the body. First type of tissue is epithelial. Epithelial tissue covers the surface of the body and covers the lining of the hollow organs and cavities. Their structure, they have two different type of layers. If it's one layer, it's called simple. If it's one or more than one, it is stratified. And then there's three cell shapes. The first one is squamous, which is flat. Second is cuboidal, which is cube-like shape. And third is columnar, which is the column-like shape. And all their shapes depend on their functions. So the function of the epithelial tissue is it can be ciliated, which moves substances across the tract. Second one will be exchange. So exchange of substances, which an example could be within the alveoli, the exchange of gases of oxygen and carbon dioxide. The third one is protection. It prevents substances from moving across the epithelium. Fourth one can be transporting, which selectively transports ions and nutrients from the external environment to the internal environment. And lastly, secretory. Secretories allows secretions of hormones and mucus. And then these can be found in the skin, the respiratory tract, the digestive tract, urinary system, reproductive system, in vessels, and then in the glands, which include exocrine and endocrine. The second tissue is connective tissue, which supports and connects tissues and allows protection of the delicate organs and skeletal system. So connective tissue is broken down into three sets. The first one is proper connective tissue, which is loose connective tissue and dense connective tissue. Loose connective tissue has loosely organized fibers and has big gaps in it, which allows the absorption of shock and binds tissues together. Three types of loose connective tissue are adipose, areolar, and reticular. And then dense connective tissue is elastic and strong, so it provides protection, strength, and resistance against stretching. And then the two types of dense connective tissue are regular and irregular. The next set is supportive connective tissue. It pretty much allows the body to maintain posture and protect the internal organs. And then the two types of those are bone and cartilage. And lastly, it's fluid connective tissue. So fluid connective tissue allows transport of oxygen and carbon dioxide, protects the body, protects from harmful microorganisms, and then provides blood clotting. And the types of those are blood and lymph, which include erythrocytes, leukocytes, and platelets. And it can be found between organs, ligaments, tendons, the blood, the lymph, tissue that covers nerves and muscles, in the bone, the ears, the nose, the kidneys, behind the eyes, pretty much on any of those aspects of the body. The third tissue is muscle tissue. So muscle tissue allows movement and is excitable and responds to stimuli. So three types of muscle tissue are skeletal, cardiac, and smooth. So skeletal muscle is long, cylindrical, and then has striations and has a peripheral nuclei. So for the skeletal muscle, that allows voluntary movement, and it is usually attached to bones and is found in the entrance of the body, so like mouth and anus. And then the second type of muscle tissue is cardiac. Cardiac is short, branched, has striations, and has a central nucleus. So that helps pump blood to the heart, and it is found in the heart. And then thirdly, of the muscle tissue is smooth. Smooth tissue is short, spindle-shaped, has no striation, has a single nuclei. It is involuntary movements, helps move food and secretion, and has involuntary controlled respirations. And that is found in the lining of major organs and passageways. And then lastly is the nervous tissue. Nervous tissue sends and receives electrochemical signals that provide the body with information. The two types are neurons and neuroglia. Neurons have a cell body which contains a nucleus, dendrites and axons, which send messages through the synapse gap, which is next to the next nerve cell, and then pretty much it transmits information from one part of the body to the next. And then the neuroglia's role is pretty much support. So it supports the neurons and maintains the equilibrium within the nervous system. And the neuroglia does not have any dendrites, axons, or nerve impulses. And then that it could be found in the brain and spinal cord. So I discussed all 4 types of tissues, their functions, structures, and where they can be found. Thank you.